بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Let me see, where did we basically the insects, they come and they crawl on your body and they annoy you. So the easiest thing to do normally is to smash them. And I know some of them are like, I don't know what they call them, humanitarian or animalarian or insect preservers. So they will take the insect and no, 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 don't kill them, don't kill them. Okay, sorry, 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 sorry. So I thought I was in ihram or something like that. No, 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 it's not good to kill the insect. That so they take the insect and they throw it outside, be it a roach, be it whatever. They'll just take it. They don't want to kill. And that's a good thing, by the way, alhamdulillah. And it trains the soul to not to be violent and to be more like a passionate. So so Sayyidi Sistani Dz says, ruling number 253, لا يجوز للمحرم. So this is the 15th prohibition. لا يجوز للمحرم قتل القمل. Okay, أو القمل. uh, Qaml is lice. You know, like those people who are bald, that's blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't get lices, but they can get mosquito bites, okay, or stings, mosquito stings, and something your head is exposed to all these stingers and biters. But then those who have hair, so it's kind of like it's not easy to go through for the mosquitoes and the bees and all those things. So anyhow, so the lice, you took the lice, and normally I saw my elderlies, they would take the lice and they would put here and they will titch. They like the sound of cracking, the cracking sound, titch. And they'll find another one from their son or grandson or daughter or something like that. They'll take it like this and put it on behind the nail of the thumb and then titch. So now, if you don't know the method, it's a good method. If you have lice, you can every time take it out and titch. Unless if you are from those animal passionate people, you'll take it. Oh no, no, let me keep it outside or on the cat or dog or something like that. Let them feed on their blood. So therefore, لا يجوز للمحرم قتل القمل أو القمل. وكذا لا يجوز له إلقاؤه من جسمه أو ثوبه. Similarly, it is not permissible for him, the person who's in the state of ihram, it is not permissible for the person who's in the state of ihram to kill the lice or a lice. Similarly, it is not permissible for him on the basis of obligatory precaution to throw them, okay, from the dress or on the basis of obligatory precaution. Like if it's like this, you don't throw it like because by throwing he may die. Poor guy, maybe he's weak or like throwing. No. So what you do is you take him gently from one place and put it in other place, but don't put it on your head of your friend or dress of your friend or something like that. No, somewhere else away from harming any human. So and don't sleep. If you have lice, don't sleep beside your friend because then you are going to cause harm to them. It's worse than smoking. It's prohibited to smoke in front of somebody who's going to be harmed from your smoking. So it's prohibited to sleep beside somebody who's going to be harmed because of your lices. Maybe your blood is juicy, that they will try, oh, hey guys, come here. We have a more juicy blood. So the lice will all transfer to your friend, poor guy, and next day he wakes up because in Hajj people, they sleep side by side in the tents of Mina and Muzdalifah. So if you sleep, make sure that you alert your side people that you have lice. Really? And they'll take your blankets and mattresses away all the way. But anyhow, that's if you don't find a place in Mina That may be a nasty thing to do. I'll just sleep in between both of you, squeeze myself. But guys, I have lice. Oh, then you'll have a good, nice, spacious place. They will run away from you. Unless if they're bald, then you are in trouble. But anyhow, no, don't harm other people. You see, don't cause harm, don't threat other people that I have lice, make some room for me. Otherwise, I'll sit just in between between you guys and stick myself to you and allow my lice to transfer to you. So, yeah. So he says that on the basis of obligatory precautions, ruling number 253, those who are falling in the manasik al-Hajj. So جسم أو ثوبه من جسمي أو ثوبه. So لا يجوز, you cannot throw them from your body or from your attire. ولا بأس بنقله. That was obligatory precaution. And there is no harm, and there's no problem that to take the lice away. Yani people can understand, oh, if I cannot throw it from my body. Uh, no, you are not stuck with them. You see, you're not stuck with them. You are just in a situation that you have to get rid of those things gently, not like violently. Okay, so he says that al-ahwat. Al-ahwat wujuban, don't throw them. ولا بأس بنقله من مكان إلى مكان آخر. There's no harm in taking them from one place and putting them in another place, like transferring them or transmitting them from one place to other place. Okay, let's say if I did this stitch to the ant or to the mosquito, or mosquitoes normally they do like, okay, wham. And many times people, while they do that, the mosquito is gone, unless the mosquito felt that blood was intoxicating. And then when you're trying to wham that mosquito, it's very heavy for it to fly. Then you get a good whamming. So, but then you did something prohibited. So what? Just pick the mosquito and just like put it somewhere. Not This is like throwing the mosquito. Take the mosquito and put it somewhere else. Okay, but don't throw a mosquito or something like that, or just make something that if it flies away. But these ants and these things, the ticks, the tick, they also eat the blood. Bed bugs, especially if some people coming from France or something like that, where they say there are a lot of bed bugs there. So congratulations. So make sure that the bed bugs, you don't bring it back to your home, because bed bugs are transmitted like that. Anyhow, so ولا بأس بنقله من مكان إلى مكان آخر. There's no problem in taking it away from one place to another place. وإذا قتله, what if it kills, if somebody kills it, أو ألقاه فالأحوط. So there's no obligatory kafara. He says as a recommended precaution, the kafara is giving handful of food to the poor. Handful of food, that means a grab of food, whatever comes in your hand. Rice, how much is it? Like quarter kilo, 1 kilo? I don't think so 1 kilo can come in the hand unless if it was a heavy thing. So it's like maybe quarter kilo or something like that. Kaf min at-ta'am. Kaf is handful of food. So just give them handful of food. So this was about the lice. So the lice, there is a narration on it. What about other than lice? Like we said, lice, mosquito, bug, bed bugs, and ticks, and all those kind of things, and mites, so flea, all these kind of body crawling creature. So he says, it seems the evidences of the other than lice are a bit not strong. There's a hesitation there. So he says, أما البق والبرغوث وأمثالهما, like flea and mite and tick and bed bug and all those kind of things, whatever is similar to it. فالأحوط لزوما عدم قتلها, on the basis of obligatory precaution, not to kill them. But why, Sayyidina? In the lice, you give a fatwa. One should not kill. It is prohibited. Here you say on the basis of obligatory precaution, yeah, because the evidences are not strong. I mean, there's a part which is strong, part which is not strong. I can't give a fatwa. I'll just choose to have an obligatory precaution. And if you, in case you have lots of mites and ticks and bed bugs, then in the state of ihram, okay, where you are sleeping, wherever you are sleeping, then just follow some other marja in this mas'ala who's most knowledgeable after Sayyidi Sistani Damadullah. Then you can enjoy killing wham and here and wham and there and tick and here and tick and there and titch and tick and so إذا لم يكن هناك ضرر. So as long as there is no harm from these bed bugs or mites or ticks, as long as there is uh, no harm coming out from this, okay, then on the basis of obligatory precaution, one should not kill them. uh, وَأَمَّا دَفْعُهَا, can I push them away? Like might, you said take it like this and put. You cannot push them away. Mites, not mites, sorry, the lice. The lice, you can take it away because there's a narration on it. So you can take it away and on the basis of obligatory precaution, not throw away and push it away or throw them from the body or the dress. Here, in these kind of crawling creatures, such as ticks and bed bugs and mites and these kind of thing, yes, you can like beetles also. There's some small beetles. They feed on blood. So in this case, you can push them as well. You see a bed bug, you can just push them, throw them. So there's no problem in pushing them. Um, Even though it's recommended precaution to avoid. So let's recap this sentence. As for the bed bugs and the mites and fleas kind of thing. Now I know fleas, they come on dog or something like, but accidentally some found you interesting and jumped on you. So any of these kind of blood feeding animals, okay, or insects, sorry. فالأحوط لزوما عدم قتلها, on the basis of obligatory precaution, not to kill them. Not fatwa, obligatory precaution. Fatwa is on the lice. Okay. إذا لم يكن هناك ضرر, as long as there is no harm associated with these on the person who's in the state of ihram. أما دفعها وأما دفعها, as for pushing it, فالأظهار, apparently, most apparently to me, like say this Sistani, that means there is an apparent meaning which says you should not push them. Say this Sistani Damadullah says that no, most apparently don't push them. Other scholars, they said, respected their opinion, everything, but for me it's most apparent that you can push them, because pushing has been narrated for the lice, and that is also shady evidence. That's why he kept obligatory precaution there. So here, definitely, most apparently, because that is for the lice. For these things, you can just push them. There's no problem. Even though, he says, even though, because some other scholars, they said, apparently you should not push them, okay, of your body or dress. So he said that even as a recommended precaution, avoid pushing them, like pushing them away, like throwing them away. وَأَمَّا دَفْعُهَا فَالْأَظْهَرْ جَوَازُهُ, and as for throwing them away or pushing them away from your body, it is permissible. Most apparently it's permissible, even though avoiding is a recommended precaution. uh, this was the ruling on the text of Manasik al-Hajj. Now people, they ask questions. Okay, so what about, now we got the rule of thumb. The ruling tells us in the text, rule of thumb. What is the rule of thumb for Sayyidi Sistani Damadullah? Lice, non-lice. Okay, lice, fatwa to not to kill them. Non-lice, fatwa obligatory precaution not to kill them. You got these two differences? Okay. So lice, obligatory precaution, not throw them. Other than lice, you can throw them, recommended precaution to avoid. So if we know this, now these questions are easy to be to understand. Question number one: هل يجوز للمحرم قتل الذباب والبعوض والنمل? Is it permissible for a person who is in the state of ihram to kill the fly or the mosquito or the ant? He says on the basis of obligatory precaution not to kill them as long as there is no harm associated with it. Okay. So if mosquito has malaria in it or mosquito has not all the mosquitoes they have it, but you don't want to take any chances. Mosquito fly, yeah, is the fly going to harm you? If it comes passes by, don't wham it. Or just trying to rest in front of you for some time and then it will go away. Don't wham it and smash him and smack him and those kind of things. And Naml is passing by, just like saying salams to you and passing by. Okay. If you're Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam, you would have understood their language. However, so if they cause harm. Now, if the fly is roaming around you because you ate something sugary in Arafat, and they're so sticky or something like that, and you see the fly is surrounding, it's not one fly, sir. Now this is a kind of situation, it's annoying, seriously annoying. And the flies have certain types of germs in them, and if they start coming on you and sitting on your lips, because lips are wet areas, then you are in trouble. So they might put a small germ there. So anyhow, it's if they are harmful, going to cause harm, associated with harm, then you can kill them. However, so the jawab is answer is on the basis of obligatory precaution. If there was no harm associated with, then one should not kill them. And the same thing where it was mentioned about the buck and the flea, it's repeated here. I'm not going to mention. هل يجوز المحرم is it permissible for the muhrim to turn on the air condition in his room, which might cause the insects to die, such as fly and mosquito, due to the drop of the temperature? Now, this is something strange because I have seen people, they have this high AC, and there are flies in that room, like you are in a scheme or something like that. But maybe it reduces the activity of the fly and these mosquitoes. But killing the mosquito, I don't know. Is it nitrogenously cooling, or is it like normal cooling, like 18 degree? It's not even like minus. The AC will not go minus. Or I mean, these creatures, these insects, in winter, their activity is less. But it's strange that an AC could kill, unless they if the AC had some kind of gas in it which kills. God knows best. But anyhow, let's see the answer. Okay. يجوز مع عدم الاطمئنان بذلك. Yeah, if you talk about the fan pulls the air from behind and throws it out. So while pulling the air, it may pull a fly or mosquito or something like that, especially if the fan was like a very fast running fan. Okay. So here, يجوز مع عدم الاطمئنان. He says it is permissible to to turn on the AC. I will say it fan. Okay. مع عدم الاطمئنان بذلك, as long as you don't have satisfaction and certainty that it's going to kill, then you can turn on the cooling system. وإلا, otherwise, if you know that they are going to be killed, فلا يجوز, then it will not be permissible, إلا مع عدم تيسر دفع ضررها بغير ذلك, unless if There was no other simple way to keep their harm away. So, so first of all, if they are going to be killed, I don't know. You can turn on the AC. Uh, Second, you know they are going to be killed, but they are going to be harmful. Yes, if they are going to be harmful, what should I do? Then, is there any other way to get rid of them? No. Then you can kill them. You can turn on the thing. Otherwise, it is not permissible to kill them through the AC or the fan or these kind of things um, which might kill the insect, because insects sometimes they get caught up into this circulation of the wind. Okay. What about the insecticide? Okay. هل يجوز استعمال مبيد الحشرات لا لغرض قتل الحشرات بل لغرض منعها من دخول الغرفة? Is it permissible to use insecticides not to kill the insects? Because insecticides has some smell which repels the flying insects or insects in general. So to keep the insects away, he is going to puff the use the insecticide, but not to kill them, to keep them away. They're not in the room, so there is no hazard of them being killed. So he says that. Is it permissible to use insects and not to kill the insects, but to keep them away from entering the room? He says it is permissible as long as it does not lead to killing the non-harmful insects from it. يجوز, it is permissible إذا لم يؤدي, if it does not lead to إلى قتل غير المضر منها. If it's going to kill the non-harmful insects, then one should avoid, because there are non-harmful insects. I don't know the ant, which type of ant is harmful or non-harmful. The big ones, they sting. Yeah, they can be like some of the people, they have allergies against these chemicals which are released by the stings. I know one person got in a serious trouble. He was almost going to die because of this allergy attack he got. So yeah, so it depends on the harm individually or in general. إذا حطت ذبابة أو بعوضة على طعام المحرم على وجهه مثلا أو على وجهه مثلا، فهل يحرم طردها أو إبعادها؟ Let's say a fly was crawling and got interested in your lips because you had just eaten sugar, and there's a whole packed with sugar here, and pops, it came on your lip or it came on your face. Okay, the fly. Or you have nice, delicious food you're enjoying, and the fly said, "No, you are muhrim." The fly was like irfani fly, so hyperbolic irfani. Muhrim? You're in the state of akhirat, you're state of kafan, you're state of this, you're thinking that you have left this world and you are eating nice, delicious food. Okay, I heard that in Barzakh there is delicious things, and in Akhirat Jannat there is delicious. Okay, then I died and I'm now in Jannat, inshallah, and I'm eating my delicious. So, anyhow, this fly was like hyperbolic Arfani fly, and it just comes and plops. And don't be surprised. One day I was, when I was in my 20s, and I had prepared this. I was in Qatar. In Qatar, we had some big type of roaches. They call them American roaches. Okay. So, so I had this nice pudding, and I mix ice cream with pudding with cookies and a lot of double decker, triple decker toppings and this kind of thing. I made myself delicious, and I was just going to put a spoon, and a roach this became and just sat in the middle. No, you forgot the strawberry. I'll be the strawberry. Oh, and that was really disgusting. My whole dish went waste. So what can we do? So let's say a fly comes or a roach comes, okay, and just lands on your nice pudding dish or something like that. What will you do? Should you kill him? Should you kick him out or something like that? So إذا حطت ذبابة, if a fly lands, or sets down on, or if a fly sets or a mosquito sets on the food of the muhrim person who's in the state of ihram, or on his face, so is it prohibited to push them away, okay, to shush them away, أو إبعادها, and to keep them away, or to repel them or to keep them away? He says no, it is not prohibited. It's just the killing. And remember, other than lice, pushing is okay, recommended precaution, but pushing is okay. But lice pushing is not okay. Pick it from one place, put it in another place, because it's obligatory precaution to not to push them. Question number 6, he says, if an ant or similar to ant from the insects, they come close to the mattress of this person who's in the state of ihram or on his dress, is it permissible to take them far away, or to blow so that it goes away? Obviously, you can blow as long as it's not lice. You can blow the insects away. You can push them away. You can transform them from one place to another place, like that animal rights person. Yeah, so it is permissible. يجوز له ذلك, obviously. Okay, now comes the beautification part, the Versace part. Okay, so the number prohibition number 16. What about beautification? So al ahwat wujuban, on the basis of obligatory precaution, and يجتنب المحرم, a muhrim, a person who's in the state of ihram, and a female who is in the state of ihram, and كل ما يعد زينة عرفا, whatever is considered beautification in the commonly observed norm, common consideration. سواء كان بقصد التزين أو بدونه, regardless of that being with the intention of beautification or without it. ومن ذلك استعمال الحناء على الطريقة المتعارفة. From beautification is putting the henna, the hand paint, the Islamic tattoo or whatever they call. Okay, hand paint, henna, mehendi they call it. So he says that obligatory precaution. Uh, wait. Did you say obligatory precaution? Yes. Why? That means, are you saying that I can refer to other marja next in a'la, line in a'lamiyya, and I can comb my hair? Well, you can, if you do that, if you find next in a'lam gives you permission, I know someone in this group will be happy. Oh, really? Oh, I thought my this hair, how will I be taken care of? It will become like a vampire, or like I've seen a horror movie, because 2 days without combing, without anything, the hair becomes harder and stiffer and those kind of things. So, oh my goodness, now, so, but find a next and a'lam who allows. That is that is something important. So al-ahwat wujuban. Yes, I said it right. Sayyid Sistani said it right. He's not giving fatwa because the evidences of beautification are a bit not strong. So he can't give fatwa. But since other ulamas they have given, so he can't give fatwa based on other ulama. But he can't let it go because other pious ulamas, they must have some reason to. But I can't find their reason. This is what happens during ijtihad. Because you're Hausa students, it's nice to get this taste of what the marja goes through. But I can't let it go because these great scholars, they had some point here, and the evidence has some strength, but it's not decisive. So I can't give fatwa, and I can't let it go. So they plug with ihtiyat wujuban, ahwat wujuban. So on the blade, if you want to follow me on the base of obligatory precaution, avoid. But if you want to do the beautification, okay, like wearing Versace or wearing nice diamond ring and wearing all those which we mentioned previously about the tazayyun, beautification, all those kind of things, then here you can refer to another marja. So he says that whatever is beautification in the common consideration, it is prohibited based on obligatory precaution. Then he says, نعم, however, لا بأس, there is no problem. باستعماله إذا لم يكن زينة. Those objects of beautification, you can use them as long as it is not for the purpose of beautification. Like that aqiq ring people they wear, okay? Like the normal glasses, or even if they were beautification glasses, but that guy wears it normally, or the women they wear their jewelries in the home, their jewelries, but they are not they're normal things. Excuse me. So we are going to see more of these exemptions. So at this point, the rule of thumb is that there's no problem if it was not for the purpose of beautification. Beautification objects, but the purpose is not beautification. إذا كان لعلاج ونحوه. For example, it was for the purpose of treatment. Okay. كذلك لا بأس به قبل الإحرام. Similarly, there's no problem that before ihram also they can have these objects of beautification and then they did not remove it and their effects remain. um, ولا بأس باستعماله قبل الإحرام. So you wore before the ihram, but its effect stays. Now, what affects like jewelries? The effect does not stay. But let's say you dyed your hair, okay? You wanted to look blondish blondy. So therefore you brought this dye color, dye yellow and whatever silver color and golden color and brown and whatever purple. Now this purple color also. Subhanallah. Anyhow, modern time, respectful as long as they're doing it right for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not to displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They can put purple, whatever colors, as long as Allah is observed in the equation. Yes, so what happens? So the dye is one of the example that before ihram it was the henna, the hand paint. Before ihram it was there. Once he entered the state of ihram, still it's there. He says no problem. In the state of ihram, you cannot beautify yourself on the basis of obligatory precaution. But if you had that before the state of ihram, and then it continues during the ihram or after the ihram, there is no problem. So he says, وكذلك similarly, لا بأس باستعماله قبل الإحرام. There is no problem in using the objects of beautification before the ihram, such as coloring and those kind of things. وإن بقي أثره إلى حين الإحرام. Even if the effects of the objects which you use, the coloring, painting, those kind of things, remained until the state of ihram. Okay, so Sayyidina, what about Khatam Aqiq? The same thing. What is your intention? Beautification or thawab? Because you heard that whoever wears the Khatam ring of Aqiq, they will get reward of one rak'ah will be rewarded equal to 70 rak'ah. Okay, so what about that? So he says, ruling number 255, يجوز التختم في حال الإحرام لا بقصد الزينة. It is permissible to wear rings in the state of ihram, not with the intention of beautification. كما إذا قصد به الاستحباب الشرعي. For example, if he intended the religious recommendation. Okay, that's one of the legal permissibility to wear those objects of beautification if it was not with the intention of beautification. Because many times, maybe I'm not wearing good, nice, fancy ring, but mashallah, or mu'mineen, even khatam aqiq, they are mashallah. They wear the best of the engravings and designs and I mean, people, they have the right to do that. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, based on certain interpretations, says, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ masjid. Take your beautifications beside every masjid. Yani, before you enter the masjid or before you come to the masjid. Don't come like a vampire, scare the hell out of the mu'mineen who are praying. Come in a way presenting. People, when they come to the mosque, they are encouraged to come to the mosque every now and then, you see. So be something which brings incentive to the people. Like for I mention all every time this example, like in one of the countries, I'm not going to mention the country. Okay. So I was praying, I came and I was praying behind the ma'mumin. So what I was in the last rows. So I was just praying behind one of the mu'mineen whose economy might be bad. But when the sujud happened and the Maulana, fortunately for some people, unfortunately for me, or maybe fortunately for me also, I get more thawab, was doing lengthy sujuds. Okay, not like Subhana Rabbi al only. Subhana Rabbi al wa bihamdih. Subhanallah. 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 Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa and me, I was smelling the socks of that person in front of me like a dead corpse or dead fish or some kind of gutter might have flowed, and he just took us some steps in that gutter, and oh my goodness, I'm going to throw. So that kind of thing. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I did not hate masjid, but when there are people, they don't like to come in masjid. They say we end up into sujud, and there's some nasty socksy smell in front of us, which was like smells like dead fish or something like that. So that can be an awkward situation. So that's why where they say it's makruh to eat garlic and go to the mosque. But you can go to the mosque. Don't bring garlic as an excuse. No, I don't want to go to the mosque today. My wife, can you give me some garlics? No. Oh. You're eating garlic not to go to the masjid. You're trying to trick Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Trick yourself. So no, if you have eaten garlic, okay, then bad smell comes out. But nowadays there are so many ways to take away bad smells. So don't bring these things excuse not to go to the masjid, because you are praying in middle of salat, and the Maulana finishes the Surah Al-Fatiha, and everybody saying Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and you're barping Alhamdulillah with the condensed garlic and ginger and all those kind of things. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and then the whole flows side by side. It happened to me so many times. I was like, people, they barf with this, but Alhamdulillah, it's imtihan of Allah for me. But what about other people who are just coming to the masjid after convincing them after a long time, and you bring them into masjid, and some wise guy, Irfani, hyperbolic Irfani guy, who said, no, I don't care, I'm going to the masjid, I don't care, my barf is and then you expel that guy. It was brink on coming to the masjid, and we brought him, and now it's no. I almost threw up. What mustahab to come in the masjid? So that's why put perfume, but not that perfume like Fogar Special and Jannat al Firdaus. That's worse than not keeping perfume, because many people, they have allergy from very strong perfumes. I'm one of them. So all this bala comes to me. Maybe Allah wants to forgive my sins and see that do I continue to the masjid or not. I say, Allah, I'll come to the masjid, even if it was fish market was inside the masjid, because I want to erase a lot of my sins. So therefore, so beautification. Allah says, take beautification. That means be let your masjid be presentive, perfuming, not lentil. If lentil is being cooked in the masjid kitchen, people, they enter, and lentil with garlic and all the smells. Look, even the restaurants, if you go to cuisines, they don't have this because they keep ventilation continuously. So therefore, beautification is highly recommended, especially when you come to the masjid. Your dress, your sweat. Now, there are people, that's another story. They don't use deodorants. And again, when you stand beside them, so Someone will say, Sheikh, why you are the one? That's bala for me because of the sins. Allah is squeezing the hell out of the sins from my life. So that's why I have to stand in front of somebody who has not used deodorant for 1 month, or somebody whose socks are like dipped in dead fish sauce, or s- s- barfing sensation. All these things like bala comes, but Allah tests how much, because there's a hadith saying that the guy whose heart is attached to the masjid is one of the secured ones on the day of judgment. Okay, Allah will pardon him. So after this kind of imtihanat in the masjid, and still you stick to the masjid, you don't know how much reward. And when you go to the poor countries, and the last thing you want is smells you can handle. The mosquitoes floating around. One mosquito bites you here, bites you here, and you are the favorite. You have the favorite blood for the mosquito. So that kind of imtihan. So yes, so beautification is recommended to keep the masjid and the people of masjid presented. So he says it is permissible for a muhrim person, person in state of ihram, to wear the rings not with the intention of the beautification, such as making an intention of the religious recommendation, or التحفظ من الخاتم من الضياع. So there's one of the moment brother said, no, 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 I'm in ihram. Even if it is allowed, I'll not, I'll just put it in my pocket. And then somewhere that precious memorial ring was lost. So I told him that we told you, but no, Sistani, say the Sistani says you can. You can wear if you have a precious ring. If you're afraid that it may get lost, you can wear it in the state of ihram, because your intention is to secure, not to for the bragging. See, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, how beautiful my diamond ring is. So you're not bragging about it. You're just securing it to not to get lost. So أو التحفظ على الخاتم من الضياع, or to secure the ring from getting lost. أو إحصاء أشواط الطواف به ونحو ذلك, or counting the rounds of the Kaaba tawaf, dude, because there's another thing we are going to mention. Many mu'minin, they do like this: second tawaf, third tawaf, fourth tawaf, round, 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 first round, second round. And the strange thing is that what if you forgot to move the ring? That's another phenomena which you might face. So anyhow, ونحو ذلك. وأما لبسه بقصد الزينة, however, wearing it for the with the intention of beautification, then it is obligatory precaution to be avoided. One should avoid it and basis of obligatory precaution if the intention was for the beautification. So now we know exemptions of wearing ring, religious recommendation, securing it from getting lost, counting the tawaf, and so on. Anything but the religious, but the beautification. Let's say you're doing tawaf and there are so many women there, and your wife is afraid. Kindly keep the ring, please. No, but beautification. No, but don't keep it for beautification. At least let the women know that you are married guy, because you are handsome husband, and there are so many women around floating in the. And I don't know what type of women might fall into you. So please keep the ring, and it's no problem if you do tawaf. You do tawaf like the Allahumma, and show the let the ring be shown to the everybody that I'm a married guy. So, ruling number 256, يحرم على المرأة المحرمة لبس الحلي للزينة. It is prohibited for a woman who's in the state of ihram to wear the jewelries. Okay? بل الأحوط وجوبا. More, yeah, this one, the maraja, they have yeah, differences here. But for Sayyid Sistani, it is, even if it was not intentional beautification. Come on, I mean, gold, jewelry, what unintentional beautification can come here? Unless if it was like a wedding ring and the husband says, you know, you also do like this because you are beautiful, and I don't want those guys to think that you're not married. So you all, we both will raise our hand, Allahumma, and show that people were married. So, yeah. So he says on the it is prohibited for a woman who's in the state of ihram to wear the jewelries for the beautification purpose. Rather, on the basis of obligatory precaution, to avoid wearing it if it was beautification. Now, you did not make your intention for beautification, but it is by default beautification. So don't wear it on the basis of obligatory precaution. وَإِن لَمْ تَقْصِدْهَا, even if she did not intend. But it is beautification. It's a default state of beautification to wear jewelries. So, بل الأحوط وجوبا, rather on the basis of obligatory precaution, even without intention, she should not wear it if it was by default an object of beautification. These jewelries, they are beautification. In kana zinatan, if it was considered beautification, then even without making an intention of beautification, on the basis of obligatory precaution, should avoid. Now, did you notice something here? The rule of thumb of beautification is what? Obligatory precaution. But why in jewelry there's a fatwa? Because there is an exceptional specific narration narrating that kind of thing, that the jewelries of women should be avoided. Okay, jewelries of women should be avoided for the beautification. So there is beautification plus the jewelry of women. So these two things are combined here, and it's a fatwa because there's a clear indication for that. Rather, بل الأحوط وجوبا أن تترك لبسها إن كان زينة. If it was something which is used for decoration, beautification, then obligatory precaution avoided, even if she did not intend it. So, ويستثنى من ذلك. Okay, is there any exceptional case, Sayyidina? What about women? They wear bangles and they wash their dishes. And for them, it is not beautification. It's just a memorial thing of their marriage, of their mother given to them, memory. Like I know many of the women, they do like that. It's okay. So, so there's no problem in those. The exceptional case is, he said, and it's exempted from that. This rule is whatever women, they are used to wearing it before entering the state of ihram. So like normal jewelries where they in the house they wear, outside they wear. This not just like you, when you go to wedding you wear it, when you go to celebration you wear. That's something else. These are normal. They are used to wearing it every time, even before ihram. So يستثنى من ذلك, exempted from this rule is ما كانت تعتاد لبسه قبل إحرامها, whatever she was used to wear it, the jewelries, before her ihram. لكنها لا تظهر لزوجها ومحارمها من الرجال على الأحوط الأولى. And however, on the basis of recommended precaution, she should not show that jewelry to her husband or to her uh, blood relatives from the Rijal. Non-Maharam, obviously, a woman cannot show her beauty to non-related blood or a husband. But here, even if the husband and the blood, like brother, father, blood related relatives, close relatives, blood related, that she cannot get married to them, they are maharim. Okay, it's recommended precaution not to show them. If she wears these, not to show them. Sayyidina, is there any kafara penalty? He says ولا كفارة في التزين في جميع الموارد المذكورة. All these which we mentioned, there is no penalty in it. Let me see how much is remaining. Okay, so I have we understood the rule of thumb. So let's make it a simplified rule of thumb as we do normally. And there are 5 questions, and I'll be done with that. Rule of thumb: anything orphan is a cause of beautification, avoid on the basis of obligatory precaution. If it was with the intention of beautification, okay, بقصد الزينة. If it was not with the intention of a beautification, okay. This is about everything other than jewelry, because jewelry has special narration in it. So what about the jewelry? The jewelry is fatwa. No wearing jewelries with the intention of beautification. Obligatory precaution: if it is considered beautification, then even without intention of beautification, should not wear on the basis of obligatory precaution. Okay. What can she wear? Exceptional case: whatever she's used to before ihram, like the normal jewelries which they wear in normal cases, not special jewelry. So the question number is, yes, where are those hairy berry guys? Okay. uh, because when you put the comb in, you might get a hair fallen down, so a handful of food given to the poor. So without using the comb, without letting the hair fall down, can somebody adjust his beard, adjust his hair? Okay. Can is that considered beautification? Adjust his eyebrows, those people who have big hair on eyebrows, you see. So he says هل يجوز للمحرم أن يسوي, is it permissible for a person to fix or arrange his hair of his head, the hair of his head, or eyebrows, or hair of the beard after wudu, for example, or it is considered prohibited beautification? He says no, they can fix their hair. It is not considered from the prohibited beautification. But fixing hair means adjusting the hair. It's like vampire, or it's like I seen a movie of vampire. Just bring it down, yeah. But to make it like handsomeish, that is orfan zina in a common consideration, like jellish style and stylish thing, that is zina. But no, to fix the hair because it's coming in the front of the eye, it's this side has gone this side, so you just adjust it without adding any beautification and removing the ugliness. For example, if you're worried about being vampire or seeing the movie of vampire or something like that, or then you can just fix it in a way that you look normal. Number two: هل يجوز المحرم استعمال المشط لتسوية شعر رأسه أو لحيته أو شاربه أم إنه من الزينة? So is it permissible for someone to use comb? Okay, as I said, you can use comb, but hair falling down, kafara, penalty. Is it permissible for a muhrim to use his hair to fix it? لتسويته, like bringing it, not beautification. Remember, we know the rule of thumb of beautification. Here, can he use his comb to fix his hair? The thing we mentioned in the previous question, rasi, or his beard, or his mustache, or it is considered from the prohibited beautification. He says laysa minha. Okay, it is not considered beautification. ولكن الأحوط لزوما تركه ما لم يتأكد أنه لا يوجب سقوط شيء من الشعر. However, it is obligatory precaution to avoid it as long as is not sure that a hair will not fall by using the comb. تركه ما لم يتأكد, as long as he's not sure that a hair will not fall, not sure that a hair will not fall. So if you are sure that your hair will not fall by combing, it's okay. If you are not sure, then obligatory precaution, avoid it. What about the What about the dyeing the hair, like coloring the hair? So question number three: هل صبغ الشعر يعد من محظورات الإحرام ويفرق فيه بين الرجل والمرأة? Is dyeing the hair or painting the hair or either putting henna or putting those colors, coloring the hair is considered from the prohibitions of Ihram? And is there any difference between men and women? And what is the ruling of it if it was used before the Ihram and it was remaining? We said if it was before, in the rule of thumb we mentioned, if it was used before the ihram, the effects are remaining, that's fine. But he should not do it during the ihram and while the ihram. So, صبغ الشعر, coloring the hair or dyeing the hair, in a no is على النحو المتعارف من الزينة, which is known in a common consideration, the way they paint their hair, like with dyes, with colors, with the henna. Uh, uh, it is considered prohibited beautification. It is considered from the prohibited beautification on the muhrim, male and female. The one who male and female who are in the state of ihram. However, to use it before entering the state of ihram, there is no problem in it, even though the effects would remain after the state of ihram. We said this. What about the maquillage? You know, maquillage is makeup, kind of subhanallah. Yani even because there are many people, they don't know the rules, especially those who are not so much religious committed. Husband goes to Hajj, Umrah, she goes and she's not a hijabi woman, she's a makeupy woman. She paints her face like in the scary movies or like the clowns or something like that. Some of the women, they do like that. So anyhow, المكياج النسائي الذي يخفي. So there are two types of beautification, two types of using makeup. One is to hide those black spots and pimples and whatever are defects on the skin, face skin. And other is no, just to attract the people or just to show that you are the beauty queen by looking like a clown or something like that. So he says that al-mikyaj nisa'i, the female makeup of the face, الذي يخفي بعض عيوب بشرة الوجه, which conceals some of the defects of the face. Normal cases it is permissible, in normal cases, as long as this makeup is the color of your skin or almost the color of your skin, not something different than the skin that you're, no, I'm hiding my pimples and this, but this is like a purple and red and blushes, this beautification. Then you'll have to wear niqab. Oh, no, okay, I did not know. So I don't know, they call it foundation, whatever. So some of the makeup equipments of women, they are skin color. Okay, they can use them in normal cases, but in the state of ihram, on the basis of obligatory precaution, not to use it, because it will be considered from the prohibited beautification in the state of ihram. الذي يخفي بعض العيوب, the one which conceals the women makeup kit, which conceals some of the defects of the skin of the face, uh, without being obvious to the people, to the one who's observer will see, it's her skin. So the observer will what say? The observer will say it's a skin, it's a normal skin. However, so in the normal cases, it is permissible for her to use this kind of makeup, which normally looks like her normal skin, not shining and putting some glitters and glitters and all those kind of things. So he says, هل يعد من الزينة المحرمة على المحرمة? Is it considered from the prohibited beautification on the woman who is in the state of ihram? Sayyid Sistani Dz says, نعم على الأحوط. Yes, on the basis of obligatory precaution, this kind of makeup should be avoided in the state of ihram. Question number 5. هل يجوز للمحرم لبس النظارة التي تحمي العين? Is it permissible for a person who's in the state of ihram to wear glasses or spectacles or opticals, the glasses which protects his eyes from the sun rays, which is called sunglasses? The answer of Sayyidi Sistani, إذا عدت زينة عرفان, if it is commonly considered beautification, then the rule of thumb, obligatory precaution, avoid it. وإلا فلا بأس بها. If it is not like Versace, Mirsace, those kind of beautification sunglasses, okay, you want to beautify yourself in ihram and you do sunglasses are allowed. No. If it's a cause of beautification, then it should be avoided. Get those sunglasses. They're like $2, $3. You can nowadays get so many cheap sunglasses. But they are cheap. That's fine. You're also cheap in the state of ihram. The only thing expensive is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have to be down to earth in from every aspect. So yeah, then the question is, what about the cat woman, or the kind of lenses where the cat eye lenses, and the I saw some of the youth, he came and mashallah his eyes were purple one day, eyes were green one day. What are you doing? He said, no, these are my lenses. There's a beautification lenses. So he says that the question is, the colorful lenses which are kept on the eye, are they considered from the beautification which is supposed to be concealed if it's kept? He says نعم ويجب ستر العين عندئذ من عن غير المحرم محرم. Okay, so so this person, he kept, or woman, if she's keeping that, she has to conceal her eyes, she has to wear some niqab or something like that. Anyhow, this is the colorful things, it seems that normally women they wear it. So but I've seen guys they wear as well. Anyhow, it is considered na'am, it is considered the things of beautification. However, the question here is not asking about the state of ihram, okay, is asking about, is if a woman she has it, is it considered cause of beautification, like that glitterish makeup and blushes and purple color and clown faces? So he says that yes, it is. So they have to cover their eyes in front of non-mahram, non-blood related, those people who are potential husbands. Then she should be covering from non-mahram, from non-mahrams. Final questions, and we'll be done for today. We have question number 7. Um, هل التزين المحرم على المحرم المقصود والأعم؟ نعم، في مثل التزين بالحناء. So is it like the beautification which is prohibited on a person who's in the state of ihram? It is to generate, or it is not to have anything on it? The answer to this question we have explained. There are things which you beautify yourself, like color, paint, henna, dyeing the hair, coloring the hair, that stays uh, during the ihram and out of the after the in the state of ihram. That is fine. However, jewelries, you have to take them off. You see, with those conditions we mentioned, beauty jewelries with the intention of beautification, and the jewelries and with the intention of beautification. So this should be avoided. That means if I'm wearing before, yeah, if it is beautification, remove it. But if it is not beautification, like we said, the exemptions for women and exemption for guy, then you don't have to remove it. So yes, he said that there are some things which you have to take them off, and there are some things you can keep it, as we mentioned in the rulings. And finally, ruling number 8, um, um, chain. So you see, like this glasses, I'm putting this thread here to not to let it fall, because I've broken so many glasses and they fell from me. So to putting chain here, okay, this chain, Is it prohibited to put a chain which is connected to the medical glasses or sunglasses when it is permissible? So, chain can be considered a cause of beautification. So, but he says when it's permissible, that means all the time the chain is there and it's not gold or it's not silver, or it's not like beautification orphan. So yes, you can keep it, though it might give some attraction, but it is not cause of beautification in orphan like normal chains. And as we said, if it is normal cases, you have it, then you can have it as long as it is not extra beautification purpose. So the rule of thumb we mentioned applies here also. What about the women? They are wearing abba. Okay, abba of women is like this cloak of women. So التي هي زينة في نفسها. Some abba they express beautification. They have some gold embroidery on the sides or something like that, gold design. So they say the question says that this abba is normally it has some beautification in it. um, العباء التي هي زينة في نفسها ولكن المرأة تعتاد لبسها حتى في محرم السفر. The abba sometimes it's a beautification, okay, and it covers a woman. It's jilbab mentioned in the Quran. So even in Muharram Safar they wear it. ما حكم لبس لبس ما حكم لبسها إياها في حال الإحرام. Can they wear this abba which they normally wear and they wear in Muharram and Safar? Okay. He says that لا يبعد جواز لبسها لها. It's not far away from me that she can wear it, because certain items which are normal items and they are considered zina. So this abba is a clean abba, new abba. So it is in itself, it is okay. In itself, it's zina, dress of beautification. But she wears it in Muharram Safar as well. ما حكم لبسها? What is the ruling of wearing it? So he says that it is not far away for me that she can wear it, even though the recommended precaution is in its place. Final question. The rings, we had already mentioned it previously. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. There are two, three sections left, so I didn't want to leave it for next session. Next session, we're going to move to another prohibition. So if I have taken extra time, so please forgive me. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.